Okay, everyone, we're going to give it a couple more minutes and then we are going to go ahead and get started. Okay, I have after 2, so we are going to go ahead and get started. And first of all, I want to thank you for taking the time to come on. I know that you might not be coming on live right now because you're out doing stuff. It is Saturday afternoon. I recognize that that's a tough time for some to actually join us, but I am going to leave the recording on, so therefore you can hear everything you need to hear about our fabulous PartyLite business. First of all, please know that the person that has invited you to this particular event obviously thinks highly of you, or they wouldn't have invited you. I did talk to all of our consultants and leaders about finding the people that they think would do fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a brief overview of why PartyLite to find out if in fact this meets the needs of your lifestyle. I think you'll be quite pleasantly surprised with what you hear. But before I begin, let me introduce myself. I'm Senior Regional Vice President Angie Carriere, and I have been with PartyLite now in May. It's going to be 24 years. I still can't believe that. You know what? When I started in this business, I was invited to a PartyLite show. No, I was invited to a candle party. And at that point, 24 years ago, candles weren't big, in my mind anyways. I had not even burnt a candle, ever. Utility candle I had in my drawer. So when I was invited to a candle party, I certainly wasn't excited, but good thing, my boyfriend at the time said, you know what, Aunt Mary always has incredible food. And it's like, appetizers, yes, I'm going to the candle party. And so I went. And there's some significant things that happened at that show. I walked into Mary's home and I could not believe the fragrance in her house. And at 24 years ago, we just smoked our faces off. And so the one thing I noticed is I couldn't smell cigarette smoke in Mary's house. And I thought, what is that? There's something masking this fantastic, masking that awful smell, and it smelled fantastic. And so I learned very quickly that it was the candles. And to be specific, especially for those people that have been in the business or been around PartyLite for a lot of years, it was spiced plum. Fantastic. I then walked around the corner and saw the most beautiful display I had ever seen. The product was stunning. And growing up, one of the things that I wanted was a certain look in my home. And you know what? I couldn't find it. Now, granted, I'm from Prince Albert, and we had Kresge's and Walmart, so there wasn't a whole lot of choice. But I just couldn't figure out what was the difference when I'd see a certain TV show or go into somebody's home. It's like, how do they get that elegance? That was what I found in PartyLite. I was sold on PartyLite the very first time I went to a show. And thank heavens the consultant said this. She said, when you become a consultant, you get this all for free. I was 100% sold, and I went up to her when it was order taking time and ordered my illusions and my votives. And she said, would you like to have a show? And I said, actually, no, I want to start. And I started, and I was so excited. Now, what you have to know about me is a full-time addictions counselor at the time, had gone to college for this, had a diploma, loved my job with a passion. I was not looking for another job, but I wanted the product so bad. I didn't even know I was getting paid. I just wanted everything. So what I did is at that time, Jackie was her name, she said, you have to book 6 shows in 2 weeks. Now, it's not like that today, but 24 years ago it was. So you have to book 6 shows in 2 weeks in order to start. Well, I didn't even know 2 people, for heaven's sakes. It's like, that's what it felt like. How am I going to do this? So what I did was told her, okay, and I made a list, and I thought, well, you know what? I know that there's going to be certain people that are going to support me. Of course, my mom, my friend Dee Dee, I knew that there was going to be some level of support. So in saying that, I was so excited, I started calling everybody, letting them know that I want to come do a show and that they're going to get all this free product. Well, some of my biggest supporters that I thought would support me said no, and I was devastated. It's like, even my mom said, no, I'm not holding a show. And I was like, I am so excited This has to be real, but why wouldn't she even hold a show? So I questioned it for a minute and thought, no, I am so excited about this. So I carried on, and I did 6 shows. Actually, I did 8 shows in my first 2 weeks. I made $1,400 in my first 2 weeks of business from being determined and telling everybody what was available. So excited. So that had me completely hooked, and I was going to do PartyLite part-time. Loved the fact, I mean, can you imagine, just think about this, an extra $1,400 in a 2-week period. Unbelievable. Like, that makes a heck of a difference in a person's life. But of course, I was very focused on product, and so I wanted all the free products. And I can tell you, we have free product programs that are even better now than they were 24 years ago. In fact, one of our newest consultants, Florette, she might be on the line, she got over $1,100 in free products in her first business month. Absolutely phenomenal. And that's not counting her paycheck. So then there's the paycheck. Now, one of the things, I'm going to come back to that, because one of the things that I must share with you is, obviously that experience did not keep me here for 24 years. PartyLite is a very unique business, and it is an opportunity to make such a difference in people's lives. Everybody has different reasons for joining. It might be for a dishwasher, it might be for a mortgage payment, it might be for a new home, it might be, oh, this is huge, kids sporting events. Oh my gosh. Just spoke with somebody a little bit ago that was having a hard time putting her daughter into hockey because there wasn't extra financing because of her full-time locked income. Where do you get the rest? And that's what made me fall in love with PartyLite as a career. And so I did, in fact, become a regional vice president with PartyLite at the age of 25 because I was so incredibly passionate about teaching people how to run this business. And that's why I'm thrilled that you're coming on today to have a look at it, because it is going to make a difference in your life, 100%. Now, it can be a dramatic difference, such as, oh my gosh, I bought my dream home and I live, financially free. Yeah, you can have that. But of course, everybody comes in for, first of all, looking at, am I going to love this? And then create that kind of vastness. But you can reach some small goals right off the bat, such as new furniture, new renovations, a trip, paying for hockey, paying for a summer cabin this weekend. This weekend. I meant this summer. So whatever your reasons are, jot them down. What would an extra $1,000 a month mean to you and your family? So I want you to think there. Let me give you a little bit about the company and where we're at, because you need to know that you're with a solid company. So what I want to share with you is this month is actually our 25th anniversary, okay? So we have been in Canada now for 25 solid years, been in US for 44 years. So we are a 44-year-old company and we are going strong. In fact, some of the things that are happening right now that really speak volumes to this is we have just recently invested in a $6.5 million state-of-the-art candle facility in Ohio. Okay? We are predicting our future to be very, very strong. So you are secure in your business. The other thing that we're doing is technology, investing millions of dollars into technology right now to keep up with everything that's going on with people doing business on smartphones, on different types of computers that actually need to have access to different things that cost money to have our company keep up with the times. That, going back to the candle facility as well, since December alone, we have produced over 2.1 million candles just in that new facility. So we are ready. I don't know if you know, but this weekend there's a huge sale going on, and we're ready for all of North America. All of North America with our incredible wax sale. It's amazing. In fact, I will share with you, if you watch this video and you decide that you do want to start, I'm going to suggest you start now. Right now, by April 3rd, because there's a special promotion happening for you, which I'll tell you about. But what I really want to suggest to you is that you take advantage of the sale right now, because people will love it's buy 2 dozen votives, get 2 free. Buy 2 dozen tea lights, get 2 free. That is phenomenal. People will go crazy over that. 5 packs of melts for $25. That's a $15 savings. Anything in the catalog you want with every $50 order, 44% off any one item when you spend $50, or for each $50 spent. So can you imagine how much your friends will love that right now? It's a great way to come up with a show. So with the company, there's some other things that I want to share with you with us moving in the future, moving towards the future. And that is PartyLite is very conscious of staying with the times, keeping up with the times, looking at what trends are happening. And recently, only a few months ago, we made a huge change to our company and to our business that has impacted our parties, our income, our booking, our sponsoring dramatically. And it's called Find Your Signature Show. So what happened is we went out as a company and spent months looking at what is the latest trend, what are people wanting to see, what are people wanting to do to bring the party alive again. There are so many companies that have been around for a long time, which is such an important element because you always want the security of a long-term company. I can't tell you, if you're not business savvy, I'm just going to share with you that's exceptionally important. I know it seems so attractive to join a ground floor operation. I know that, but you just don't know how long that company is going to last. And what I can share with you is we are so financially backed that you have nothing to worry about in that regard. When you decide to join our company, you are going to be very secure. We're going nowhere. So in saying that, looking at what can we do to refresh a PartyLite show or a PartyLite party, and we have hit it right on the nose. Adult coloring meets fragrance. Let me just actually show you an example. We have a color wheel here. And you'll be able to, I realize you're not going to be able to see it really well, but what it is an activity that has actually been developed to create incredible interaction at our shows, and it is going so well. I have not done one show yet where people haven't been so incredibly happy. Did I say that right? If I didn't say that right, it's... It's about everybody that's been at the show has been incredibly happy. Anyhow, so the coloring activity, what happens is we have 20 new fantastic fragrances, and I mean fantastic fragrances. So they come actually like a crayon, okay? And literally, our guests at our shows take the fragrance crayons and literally color in the square with the fragrance they love. Then they look at the fragrance they love, they go across, and they actually fragrance blend. So they'll put a new fragrance in the circle to find out, they'll smell it, is that their own personal signature fragrance? Is it the one that has them go, oh my gosh, that's how I want my home to smell? And it has been an amazing experience because our fragrances now blend together. And I can share with you, the fragrance in my home right now is phenomenal. And anybody that comes to my home will tell you, it is just to die for. I have the marshmallow vanilla and the gardenia jar candles burning together. That's my signature fragrance, which I would have never guessed because I would not burn gardenia by itself. It is amazing. So people can now get specific to exactly what they want in their home. So the party is an actual party. There's not necessarily a formal presentation. Certainly we're going to sit around and still say the certain things that we need to share. The specials, why host a show, the fact that absolutely they can become consultants. It's an incredible experience. As a result of changing to this particular show format, what's happened is our sales and our bookings have increased dramatically. So you're coming on board at a perfect time. And talk about a perfect time. April, I mentioned, is our anniversary month. Well, this is fantastic because in the month of April, the hostess credit has increased so dramatically. It's literally 44% of a hostess's sale. So, and a hostess's show. So an example, a $500 show, which is an average show in PartyLite, by the way, that will pay you $125 for that show, or if you bonus, which is over $2,300 in a month, that actually pays you $160 per show. A $500 show gives our hostesses, on average, for the month of April, $220 in their choice of product for only $14. Amazing opportunity, okay? So when you get started, I can share with you that people are going to be thrilled to support your beginning of your business because they are going to absolutely love hostessing a show and getting all that free and having Find Your Signature. And also, for those of you that maybe have a few shows that you're going to hold, there's still also the option always of an internet business. We have the most powerful websites. They're only $16 a month. Now I have to share with you, my boyfriend's been looking into a website and I cannot believe how much it costs, and I cannot believe how much the maintenance of it costs. I'm talking thousands of dollars to get something that PartyLite has, the quality of our websites, and the fact that PartyLite maintains our website 100%. When something goes on sale, when a new catalog comes out, when a new image comes out, they will update it all for you. It is maintenance free and it's such a powerful tool. So you can do a web business as well. There's also other income earning opportunities in PartyLite. You can do fundraisers. You can also do, it just left me, trade shows or markets. I know there's a lot of people this weekend doing trade shows and markets. Very exciting time. A lot of events are starting right now due to the spring. And there's something else I'm forgetting, but I'm going to come back to it. So let me talk to you a couple minutes about the income opportunity. So I just want to kind of break it down to make it simple for you in regards to what you might be looking at financially. So I'm going to use actually just a regular job out there. Say you're looking for something to pay for your child's hockey. Let's just use that one. And you go out and you get a job for 6 hours a week and you get paid $10 an hour. So that's $60 a week that you're going to be receiving, which is times 4 weeks, $240 in the month. Okay, now I want to present to you PartyLite income, which changes everything. Because 6 hours a week, if you were to spend that time doing 2 shows, on average your shows bring you $125 income. So you're now looking at, for that same 6 hours, you are looking at $250 a week, which is $1,000 a month for 24 hours. 24 hours of work, okay? So $1,000, what will that do for you? I recognize that some of you are coming on to look for even more income. And that's okay, because I just gave you a simple example. You can put in far more hours and generate far more of an income. Remember what I said? I did 8 shows in my first 2 weeks, earned over $1,400 in my first 2 weeks. It was fantastic. So you do have the opportunity. The other thing I'll share with you is we have incredible management opportunities, okay? Part-time and full-time management. So on average, a unit leader, which is only 4 people on your team to work with, it's fantastic because you're creating your own small business and yet you are also receiving a profit from every effort you put into working with your team. So on average last year, our unit leaders earned over $17,000. And again, I'm averaging that out because for some, they made a little bit less. For some, we know unit leaders that have earned up to $60,000. But just legally, and we're on video, I'm going to make the claim of the average income. And that can bring you right up into higher level management positions as well. Last year, on average, regional vice presidents were making over $70,000 in Canada. Senior regional vice presidents over $134,000 in Canada. Again, average income. There's people that make far more than $130,000. So there is a lot of income potential. Now, a question that I've been asked many, many times that I would love to address with you is, well, you've been in the business for you've been in Canada now for 25 years. Is it saturated? You cannot saturate a consumable line. It's not possible. So not even close. We have so much room for growth in every area at this point because the business is very cyclical. And over the last couple of years, I don't even know how to word it. It was interesting. And now, with our brand new product line, our brand new fragrances, our new party concept, things are going strong. And what we find is there's a lot of people that hadn't even heard of PartyLite, for heaven's sakes, and now they are grabbing hold. It is a huge, profitable business. And again, honestly, for those of you that have never been in business before, whenever you're looking for a business, you want to look for a consumable product. When they buy wax, the wax is going to go, they need to replace it. When they buy our sticks or melts, the fragrance is going to go away and they need to replace it. And something I've always been passionate about with this particular line is it is such a powerful gift-giving line. Think about Mother's Day is coming up. Majority of the people in the world want to shop for Mother's Day and want to find a beautiful gift. So just looking at Mother's Day alone, our gift-giving occasions are never going anywhere. So therefore, it always is going to have the power to be a giftable line, which is always going to serve right into growing your powerful business. So there's two ways to get started, and they're very, very simple. One is you can start with a $125 starter kit. It's an actual value of $260, so you get a very good deal. And you can order that immediately just by telling your consultant, yes, I want to start, and she or he can get you started immediately. It's a 5-minute process to get that kit ordered. Then what you're going to do is you're going to do a grand opening show with the consultant that invited you onto this particular event. And you are also going to get paid a percentage of that show. And so you're going to get paid for that show, plus you're going to get all of the free products. So you are going to turn around and be a host at this point while you're consulting and get paid and take advantage of the free product. Again, remember I said a $500 show on average is going to give you $220 for 14. So it's going to be a powerful experience for you. The other option that you have, if you just financially cannot even imagine $125 at this point, is you're going to turn around and you're going to collect a book show. And this weekend is a fantastic time to do this, but I'm only going to say this option just in the case that you do not have the income to start. You can collect orders and trade those orders for a starter kit, and that can also get you started. So that's another option. Of course, the most popular option is the $125 because it's instant and you instantly start getting paid and you instantly start getting free product, and it's an income tax write-off. So it seems to be the way of starting for most people, but you do have the option. So in saying that, the last thing I'm going to share with you is you will see behind me here 8 fantastic new signature jar candles. Now, our new jar candles are to die for. They are taking off like crazy. They are a huge sensation. They have a beautiful embossed PartyLite lid that actually acts as a snuffer. Some people choose to put their candle on the bottom, using it as a silver candle base. The fragrances are phenomenal. They are the strongest fragranced candle that we have in our line. And once you burn one of them, you will understand immediately that you do not want to go without a 3-wick candle in your home at all times. And of course, I spoke about the fragrance blending. I always have 2 candles burning all the time. A phenomenal smell. And so what you're going to find with these candles is when you burn them, you're going to get a very deep fragrance pool, a very deep liquid pool, which is going to fragrance your room even more. This candle will fragrance an entire room and then some. So with these jar candles, of course, people are loving them. They're only 2 for $40, so a great deal. And I just happen to have 8 3 wick candles on here right now for a very specific reason. And that is because April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd is our party weekend. And our fabulous company, once again, put on a promotion that any consultant that starts on April 1st, 2nd, or 3rd will in fact receive 8 of the 3 wick jar candles, all in the brand new autumn fragrance and new design. So those candles have not even been released yet, nor have the fragrances been released, and you're going to get them all just simply for starting by April 3rd and then having your $500 submitted by April 31st. Now, I must just say, $500, now remember how much I talked about the fact that a $500 show is average. That's $125 income for you. But I'm quite confident you're not going to join the business to only sell 500. So no worries about getting that 500 in. You'll do that right away, either this weekend or with your grand opening show, and then you're still going to have a lot of business left over. So it's a value of $240, and I am super happy to give that to you. And you can also turn around, if you start right away, you can turn around, invite a friend to start in the business with you, and you will also get another set of 8 3-wick candles for starting somebody, and so will they, the new consultant, also get the 3-wick candles. Just noticed my shirt was falling apart. So pretty phenomenal opportunity. So talk to the person that brought you to the event and get started as quickly as possible. If for any reason you have questions, you can definitely speak to the consultant that invited you, her leader, or myself. We are more than happy to answer any of your questions and get you started right away. So you have a fantastic weekend, and thanks so much for coming on. Take care.